Hey, what's up guys? It's the Gray Spartan again, and today I want to bring you a little video that was inspired by one of my subscribers who asked me a very unique question, or very interesting question in my book. Let's go ahead and review that question real quick. And this is actually from Mr. Kristen Resendez. Now, he has actually been on a couple of my videos already. He posted on my 200 subscriber question and answer video, which was awesome. Glad to answer those questions for you. But he asked this question. I thought it was really interesting. I'll go into why. Now, he says, I liked Shoddy Snipes. This was my game types video. I have a question. Do you want the next Halo to have the customization that Halo 3 had? Like you could switch to an Elite or a Spartan. And he says, do you care? And I assume he's saying, do you care? I was just thinking about it. Now, this is a very, very good question in my opinion, because if we go to the last actual Halo bulletin that we got, which was, good Lord, it was on the 18th of December, just before the Christmas break and all that. But what it was a Frankie O'Connor answered a whole bunch of questions, and he was asked this question. Now, what are you planning to do with the Arbiter and that of the Sangheili in both story and gameplay? This was asked by Mr. Kainar Reno. I probably just murdered that name, but Frankie answered, can't talk about it, but a lot. Now, we all know that the next Kilo 5 book will be coming out very soon, and it is called Mortal Dictata, and it's supposed to be released this month, actually on the 21st. Now, if you haven't read those books, the Kilo 5 books, definitely recommend them. They really they explain a lot of the Spartan ops, believe it or not, as to what the whole situation is with Osmond and Dr. Halsey. With that whole issue going on in there, and why Osmond did not have very good feelings towards Dr. Halsey with what she did in her past and everything like that. Now, Mortal Dictata is actually probably going to be covering from the last book, what was that? Thursday War, which was a very good book. Which explains, Thursday War really explains where the faction that we fought in Halo 4 came from, which was the Jul Madama's, the Didact's Hand faction. That explains the beginning of that. Now, when you get into Mortal Dictata, I'm going to guess that this is going to take it from that point all the way up into the Halo 4, where it begins in Halo 4, where they discover Master Chief on the Forward Unto Dawn, and the Requiem whole story there begins. Now, that's just a guess. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm almost guaranteeing you that's what is going to be covered in that area. Well, like I said, we know that is part of the case. That's what is coming up as a guarantee. But here's the other thing that isn't covered. Like he said here, Frankie O'Connor says, you can't talk about it, but a lot. One book, to me, doesn't classify as a lot, in my opinion. Now, it has been widely wanted for a while now that people have wanted to see the return of the Arbiter in Halo series, because Arbiter was just a fantastic character. He really meshed well with the Master Chief, and the Halo 2 version, which was awesome. It was like telling two different stories, and then you get into one side and then go to the other and see how each one of them is going, and how they end up basically coming together for a common goal and defeating the Covenant because they found out the truth, and defeating the Flood, and moving on from there. So that was an incredible story. Now, this is where I think Halo 5 or Halo Xbox One is going to really take place or really emphasize this, because I honestly believe is that they're going to bring elites back to the campaign. They're going to bring them back to multiplayer. Now, this is a good thing in my opinion because honestly, in Halo Reach, elites were essentially out of multiplayer, unless, of course, you were selected Invasion or you selected Elite Slayer or Elite version of a game type, which was just all elites playing together. It was never any Spartans and elites all playing together. It was very separated, and it played well enough. But you know what? I know in Halo 3, people liked playing as elites. Now, to answer your question, Mr. Kristen Resendez, as to what I think, as in which one would I choose, I would choose a Spartan. It's just the way I am. I never was a big fan for playing as elites, but I absolutely understand for the people that did like that, and it offers the variety that I think a lot of people really liked about Halo 3, and it was fairly well done. I mean, they had to kind of shrink up the elites a little bit and mangle their body structure a little bit, but it worked. The headshots still worked, though headshots on an elite were a lot harder to get, I thought. I could be wrong. Maybe other people have different opinions on that, but I honestly thought they were a little harder to get. But I would actually choose a Spartan. But I absolutely, again, would love to see the elites return because I know a lot of people did like them, and I don't see why they shouldn't return. Now, here's the other question to you guys: is do you think that they might bring brutes in the multiplayer or something along that lines? I mean, honestly, in Halo 3, matchmaking, it actually kind of fit the canon because at the time, elites or Spartans and the Sangheili were more or less on the same side. The faction of Didac's Hand didn't really come about until much later. So I honestly don't know if they're going to actually bring that back in any way, shape, or form, but I could see them doing it. Bring them back into matchmaking. So that is actually why I did not answer your question online or in the comments, because I thought it was such a great question that I needed to actually create a video off of it, because it was. It's a very valid question, and it very much could be coming in the very near future. So thank you, Mr. Kristen Resendez. Absolutely appreciate that great question. Now, this actually brings me up to one little thing here I wanted to announce, and it's not a big thing, but I think it's an important thing. I always try to answer just about every comment that gets placed on my videos. I love doing it. It's a fantastic fun. I love doing that kind of thing. It gets me to interact with you guys more, keeps me motivated to keep coming back and creating more videos. So from now on, what I'm going to be trying to do is add some of my favorite comments in a video, even if it's all short answers, like yes or no answers. But I kind of want to do that. I think that would be awesome. So if you guys want to, please leave comments down below. Please go ahead and do so. It really does. It keeps me motivated. I read them. I enjoy watching what you guys respond. It's just so fun for me. I enjoy doing it. So please leave a comment down below and see if you make it into the next video. I'm going to be doing that more often now. So thanks again, guys. I'm going to end this up here. The gameplay you're actually watching is a little bit of Halo 3. It is... Yeah, it's not good. It's not good gameplay. I was absolutely terrible. I haven't played Halo 3 since October, and yeah, it's not good. I got stomped. I actually played a couple more matches before this, and it was even uglier. This was actually the best match I had in the entire game session, which is, it's not good. So Anyways, if you want to continue watching me get slaughtered, please go ahead and do so. If not, go ahead and vacate the area as quickly as possible. Thanks again for watching, guys. This is a Cray Spartan, and I am out of here.
Seconds. Seconds remaining.